as the Knicks snapped their 5-game losing skid in Boston, blowing out the Celtics by 30, 105-75. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Great to have you with us from our Delta MSG studios. Bill Pito and Wally Zerbeck here. Alan Hahn joins us from his home studio, and I think if you were to ask Coach Thibodeau what he wanted for his birthday, he would have said, good defense. He got a heck of a present.
He got a heck of a present, and he got a Celtics team that did not look ready to play. They showed how much they miss Jason Tatum. I think Kemba Walker took everyone out of their rhythm because all he does is jack shots up at the rim, and then when they're not going in, he takes his whole team out of rhythm. But the Knicks were phenomenal, and they pounced on the Celtics right away. The Knicks were ready to play, led by their starting unit, especially Julius Randle, and how about Immanuel Quickley when he got in the game? He completely took over that game in the second, just running things with that second unit. Got Obi Toppin involved, the best game that Obi Toppin has played. Obi Toppin looks healthy again. He's building great chemistry with that second unit with Immanuel Quickley and company. Kevin Knox knocked down a big shot. That was just an overall phenomenal team performance. And here's IQ, like we were saying, just doing everything. How about that's Toppin's first bucket. Nice cut to the basket. That's what he's got to do. Then gets him involved with the alley-oop. Toppin knocked down a couple threes. IQ with the big three-point shot. And I'm just so impressed with how he runs the pick and roll and his decision-making. All the way down to the fourth quarter when he found Reggie Bullock open for that three. He just knows the NBA point guard game, and we've been dying for a guy like this, Allen, for years. And all of a sudden, he falls right into our lap at the 25th pick in the draft. Could be the steal of the draft with the season that he's off to and the way he's playing early on.
How does matchup work out tonight, Wally, as you had him up
Domination.
against Peyton Pritchard, who they in love with?
How about rebounding percentage? You want to go over that right now?
Rebound percentage was huge in a game where they were bricking shots left and right. I told you that's a stat to watch because the Celtics normally are very good on the boards, and the Knicks dominated there plus 10.
You hexed them with the rebounding percentage.
Big part of the game. Listen, whatever it takes, baby. Whatever it takes, right? The Knicks needed this. And you know what I don't want to hear? I don't want to hear about how they were missing Tatum. I don't want to hear about how it was an afternoon game. Save it, because the Knicks looked terrible against the Cavs team that didn't have their starting backcourt. The Knicks have not played defense this well and this hard and this connected in about 2 weeks. And that was back when they got off to a good start. It was very important that they showed that part of it because they weren't shooting the basketball well early in this game. It wasn't until later where the defense got the offense going, which is normally the way Tibbs would like to see it. So I do think this game was more about their defense from the start that got the Celtics uncomfortable in an afternoon game without their star player. And they still had Jaylen Brown. And that matchup with R.J. Barrett, you got to give credit to R.J. Barrett. He battled against Jaylen Brown a lot. And R.J., I think, had also a solid game. This was a good game for young players.
You mentioned R.J. Barrett. This is now 3 straight excellent games, Wally. 19 and 11 for him, and a nice pass there to Mitchell Robinson.
7 for 8 from the free throw line, plus 32 against the Boston Celtics. Great decision-making, got his teammates involved, taking good quality shots. Notice not forcing, only 11 field goal attempts to get 19 points. Just splashing in those rebounds. He's been very effective rebounding the basketball, and that really helps out when your guards can help rebound too. Overall, great team effort. I thought his defense has been really good all season long, including tonight. He made his opponents really work to get their points. Phenomenal bounce-back performance the last couple games by R.J. Barrett after going through that tough shooting stretch.
What's even better is that they did it in Boston. I know, Wally, you like to wear your Celtics socks. I know you were number 55 in Boston. But beating the Celtics by 30 in Boston, there's nothing better than that. This is what this team needed as they're about to go on a road trip. They do have one more home game, but still. Look at this right here. You heard Clyde reference that 37-point blowout that they had back in the 70s. So you're talking about 50 years, a half a century ago, and a half century later, the Knicks enjoy one of their best wins in Boston in a very long time.
And you noticed something, Bill. I noticed this when the Knicks were shooting free throws in the second half. They're looking at banners behind the basket. There are no fans. There's like all the banners right there, like champions all through all through this decade, then this championship. So that's a good win for the Knicks to get in Boston.
And I want to pay off the Wally sock story. He's wearing the Dennis Rodman socks. You know, it's of note here. Dennis Rodman's daughter, Trinity,
Yep.
was the second overall pick in a soccer league. Unbelievable. Called the National Women's Soccer League. Second overall pick, Dennis Rodman's daughter, Trinity.
Go.
You heard that only here, right?
You got the facts, Bill.
You like that, Alan? Huh? You impressed with that, Hon?
Very impressed. Wally, who got you those socks, by the way?
Thank you, Alan. Thank you.
Did you really?
Merry Christmas.
Did Hon buy those for
Yeah.
you?
No, I got the hookup. And Han didn't get them.
I never get anything from anybody. Tom Thibodeau is now 63 years of age.